Hello friends, welcome to a Cherry on Top YouTube Hop for October. Today we're sharing projects with our favorite sweet treats. I'm not a big candy person. I mean, I'll eat it if it's around, but I'm more of an ice cream and peanut butter cookies. I love Wegmans peanut butter cookies with chocolate, and so I took a picture of it, and I'm going to go ahead and scrap it on a 6x8 layout. I'm using Vicky Bouton's Flower Emporium collection by 49 Market, and I'm just looking and moving things around. I have a variety of die cut journaling cards and chipboard frames, so I'm kind of moving those around to see what kind of design I'm going to go with. And I do like the laser cut border, and I think it's so pretty and feminine. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down to the center. And that pink paper I cut down to measure 8x3, in case you were wondering. And I'm going to go ahead and use some rub-ons. These rub-ons are so pretty, and I'm going to use a few just to create a fun backdrop. And you know, rub-ons are really great for those who like the look of mixed media but don't like the mess, if you understand what I'm saying. And Vicky's rub-ons, they have so many different details and splashes and little splashes of puddles, and it's just great. So check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put some rub-on down, and then I'm very careful when I move it off the film strip just to make sure the rub-ons don't break. And then I'm going to be using a few more, but for now I'm just trying to get the design of the layout all put down. So I'm going to go ahead and put some die cuts down and labels, and I'm going to stack those down here. And I like the library card, it's fun. And the chipboard, I'm going to go ahead and place this down. I'm using the chipboard frame just to add some dimension, and it looks like I'm out of glue, so we're going to go ahead and I always have spare adhesives on hand because you don't want to run out of that. Alright, so I'm going to glue this down, and then I have more rub-ons that I want to use, and I'm going to cut this down and tuck it behind here, or no, right here. I'm going to just put it right on the label, and I'm just using this to add more color to the background. And I chose to do the pink and the brown background because of the cookie photo, but I'm going to add some more color using the rub-on. And so I'm just cutting the rub-ons out of the sheet, and I'm going to add a border rub-on down here just to add some color and texture and all the beautiful things that you can do with the rub-ons. It just adds a nice touch to the layout. And so I am going to look for some other things I can use. And the rub-on that says for me, super fun. I'm going to go ahead and use that on the tab here. And then I'm going to place that at the top once I'm ready. But for now, I'm just going to let it sit there for a second. And then I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the photo, because the photo is 3x4. It's a little too big for the layout with everything I want to do. And I don't want to cover up all the beautiful die cuts and things. So I'm going to go ahead and glue the chipboard frame, and then I'm going to down on the photo, and then I'm going to cut it out. And that way, excuse me, this will be the right size for the actual layout and the cluster that I created. And I'm going to pop this one using foam strips. And I'm going to put that right in the center there. And then I'm going to glue the tab here. And I'm just keeping the design simple. But as you know, I love layers, and I love playing with embellishments. And so I want to use the flower, but I'm going to cut it down and tuck it in the back there. And then I was going to use this, but I decided not to. So many beautiful things to use in this collection. I do like the little bow. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up the top here. And I'm just really being careful when I take that film off so that the rub-on's not breaking, and then just put your finger over top of it just to smooth it out to make sure it doesn't lift from the paper. And then I'm gluing down some transparent die cuts, and then I'm going to go ahead and mount this down here using foam strips just to add dimension. And then I glued down the butterfly, and I'm going to add another butterfly rub-on here just because I like to make sure everything looks nice. And when I use butterflies, I feel like I need 2 or 3. You can't just have one. And then I have another butterfly here. I'm going to glue this here just to add dimension. This is so pretty. I love this collection so much. And I just love playing with all the goodies here. This is a vellum die cut. It's super pretty. It has little gold foil. And I'm going to tuck this in there just to add some more prettiness to this layout. And then I'm going to cut this. And I need to do something at the top there. It just feels like it's missing something. So I'm going to go ahead and just add another die cut at the top there when I figure out what I'm going to do. But I like the flower, but it's a little too big. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the center out. And I'm going to use that for the corner up there. And I'm going to use foam strips to adhere that to the layout. And I like the leaves, but I'm not happy with that one. So I'm going to try and find something that will work. And the vellum works really well. It's so pretty. I'm going to tuck that up there, and I think that looks good. And then I'm going to add some gems to the flowers and the butterflies, just to add some little sparkly gems there. It's such a pretty layout. I just love it. And then I'm going to add, so I have some green gems I'm putting at the center of the flowers, and then I'm going to add some pink to the butterfly, and then I'm going to add some more pink to the other butterflies, because that pink is the same pink as the lace border and some of the flowers. So it's just really pretty. And then I'm going to add some little teeny glitter drops there. Alright, and then I'm looking for other gems. I'm going to add a green one to the center of the flower there. So I have pink and I have green glitter drops from Pink Fresh Studio that I added on here. And then I came back because I'm still not happy with this. I feel like the top there is just hanging, and I gotta do something because I'm just not happy with it. So I sat on it for a little bit and came back to it an hour later, and I am determined to finish this layout. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then I saw the butterfly, and I thought I'm just gonna go ahead and add a butterfly up there, another one, and just add the cluster up there to kind of fill in the white space. And I'm happy with that. And now I'm just looking for something else to put in at the top there, because I never know when to stop when it comes to die cuts. They're just so pretty. I just want to use it all. But that's what I did. I'm going to leave it there. And then I realized I should have added a tag, because I do love putting tags on my layouts. And I'm going to add this to the bottom just to kind of fill in the space a little bit. And then I'm going to punch a hole in there, cut this down, and tuck it right under there. And I'm just going to glue it in there. And I really like all the layers on this layout. It's just super pretty. And then the ribbon, or the twine, is from Lawn Fawn. And it's a light pink, and it's just fun. I'm going to use this here. And I think that's pretty much it. I was going to add something to that little label. I wanted to add a heart, but I didn't think it would look good. So then I just put it to the center of the butterfly. I'm being very careful because it's vellum and I don't want it to mess up there. And then I'm still missing something on the bottom there, the tag. I just feel like it's just hanging. So I'm going to cut the rub one, and I really just want the brown part with the black stitching. So I'm literally cutting that rub one to make it work for me. And as you can see, you can do whatever you want with the rub ones. And this is going to make such a huge difference for that bottom. And so I'm going to go ahead and place this down right below there. Okay, cut the excess off. And then I'm going to rub this down using a bone folder. And I'm just being careful not to move that rub one. And I just love this rub one. It's so pretty. Alright, and then smooth it out. And look at that. Just perfect. I hope you found that inspiring. And then I don't know if you saw this book, but I love it. It's a nice big binder. And I've created quite a few little layouts here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this one in here. And you can glue this on the page. But I didn't want to cover up those pre-printed pages because I'm going to be using those. And then I realized I haven't opened this up. I'm going to go ahead and check and see what this is about. I know there's embellishments in here that you can use that comes with the album. And I like these little pages here. And I'm totally going to do something with this. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this aside and do something. I'm going to put that in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere this layout right to that page, because I'm not really going to do anything with that notebook paper. And I'm just going to cover it with this. And that works out great. I'm going to go ahead and put that on here. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I love it. So pretty. And then these are some things that comes with the album. Lots of laser cuts. They are just beautiful. And so that's what I have so far. And then I was going to leave it at that. But then I decided I'm going to go ahead and create a fun bookmark before I end the video. And I'm going to cover this with the rub ones, the flowers. Those flowers are so pretty. So I'm just going to put those down here. And this is going to be super simple. It's just something in the book to make it pop. So I'm going to go ahead and smooth that out. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a sticker. And I'm just looking through what I have. And I like the butterflies. And I am looking for a sentiment. So I'm going to pop this down first using a foam strip. And I'm going to put that right there. Okay. And then I'm going to cut another flower out. These flowers are so pretty. I'm going to put that right here. And really, I'm just covering the white space here. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. It's just your preference. But I love playing with rub ones and layers. And so I'm like, pile it on. The more the merrier. And so then I have this other flower here. I'm going to cut the butterfly out first. I'm going to put this down. And I'm going to figure out what I want to do. I think I'm just going to put it on the flower. And have it flutter over the flower. And then I'm going to go ahead and add something else at the top. And I'm just going to add this flower. It's just so pretty. So I just wanted a bunch of flowers on the fun bookmark page. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. And I'll rub this down. And make sure it's all smoothed out. And this is so pretty. Oh my goodness. So pretty. And I just like how the flowers look against the background of that page. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. And that's it. And I think I'm done. I'm going to do a quick flip through just so you can see all the pages I've done so far. And I hope you found this inspiring. And I appreciate you watching today. And if you like this, please give me a thumbs up. And also let me know in the comments how you like this collection. Thanks and have a great day.